Part 3. But Uniform Day changed everything. Uniform Day was the day when Coach was going to give us our jerseys and shorts. He'd been talking about this day for 2 weeks, going on and on about how Uniform Day was important because it meant you were officially on the team. It was the last piece of the puzzle, and I wanted that piece. I mean, I had traded running in my jeans for a pair of cut-off scrubs I got from my mum, and that was like running in a pair of drawers. And when I got to sweating, man, straight up gross. So a uniform sounded amazing, an actual uniform, just like basketball teams, except for a track team. Yes. Coach showed up at practice carrying the box. He dropped it on the track in front of us, and as we bent and stretched, getting ready for the usual Technique Tuesday routine work, I was going to practice coming off the blocks because it was where I needed the most help. Felt weird to not just stand up straight and run when I heard the whistle, but to bend down and press my feet against that metal thing was way weird. Bring it in, Coach said. As you all know, our first meet of the season is this Saturday. You've worked hard these past few weeks, and I'm proud of you. So, to get you excited about smoking everybody this weekend, I'm giving out this year's Defenders uniforms. We clapped it up as Coach folded the cardboard flaps of the box back. When I call your name, come get your uniform and go put it with your stuff. Then give me some warm-up laps, he said. Then one by one, he called each runner forward. I was standing next to Lou, and when Coach called his name, I gave him a way to go nudge. He grabbed his gear, then jogged back and gave me 5. The jersey which he held up was electric blue, with gold letters under the front, Defenders. Underneath the word was a picture of a fist clenching a wing. It would go perfect with the silver bullets. I liked it. No, I loved it. Sweet, Lou sang out. Man, I said, not really believing how good it looked. Coach called out name after name. Outlaw, Speed, Lanchester, Farrar, Bullock, Fulmer, McNair. And after every name, I'd say to myself, waiting, Crenshaw, 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 Tate, Crenshaw, Hayes, Crenshaw. But Coach went on and on until he got to the last uniform, my uniform. But he never called my name. And that's it, Coach said. That's it. I knew my eyes were bugging. That's it. Everyone was checking their jerseys out, putting them in their gym bags or jogging around the track. But I was still waiting. What about me? I asked. I didn't understand what was going on. Where were my shorts, my jersey? Where was my uniform? Oh, Coach said, as if suddenly remembered that he'd left me out. But how could he have left me out? I'd proven myself. I was pretty much the best sprinter on the team, at least one of them. Whatever didn't matter, I thought, because I had reminded him. All right, I have something for you, Ghost, Coach said, digging back in the box. When he pulled his hand from the brown cardboard, he wasn't holding no electric blue dopeness. Instead, he was holding a piece of paper folded into a small square. What's this? I asked. Unfold it and see, Coach said, his face changing, falling into that familiar look of disappointment, the way Principal Marshall's face does whenever I've had an altercation. I unfolded it as quickly as I could because what the? And what I found on that piece of paper was the most shocking thing ever. It was a picture of me dashing from the sports store, a close up of my face, and underneath it, in red, big, bold red, was the word shoplifter. I looked up at Coach. My tongue had suddenly turned into a stone in my mouth. I couldn't breathe, like I had just finished running ladders, like I was going to puke up everything, every sunflower seed I'd ever eaten. And if there was ever a sunflower growing in me, it was definitely dying right then. I went to go pick up the uniforms at the sporting goods store, and guess whose photo was taped to the window? I didn't say anything. I couldn't. Guess, Coach insisted, forcing me to say it. But I couldn't. He snatched the paper back, ripping it into confetti. That's your uniform, Coach said, holding his hand open so I could see the white confetti. And since you can't wear this, he turned his hand over and let the paper fall to the ground like awkward snowflakes, you can't run. So take your silver shoes and have a seat. Wait, Coach. Sit, he shouted, pointing at the wooden bench. Everybody looked at me as I started walking, but they weren't laughing and instead just seemed shocked and concerned, which was probably the only reason I didn't take off running away from the track and off to the